Bike, bike, bike. Wow. Gravel. I'll help you out. Ah, this is I'm familiar with this bike. Yeah, I've seen this bike before. Okay, push it outside. Ready? Okay. Okay, stay there. Hold it there. Okay, hold it there. Ready, set, go. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Wow. Solid. So we got a 48 GRX 400 Giant. Ah, it already has skewers, huh? So I guess you're Zwifting.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's go. Revolt. Let's put it there. Okay. Yeah, bring your stuff now. I'll take care of this one, okay? So you get the Revolt. Shall I call you Anne? Anne May or May? Anne. Okay, so we're with Anne today. We're gonna find out what's wrong with her. If there's something wrong with her or not. So we're back at Papi Chulos, the source of everything that you need. There's yeah. He's not a foreigner. It's just a band member. Okay, so we're in May and May. First time we've met her, we don't know what's wrong with her. So the trick is, we're gonna make Anne bike and we're gonna figure out what's wrong with you, right? And I understand, Anne, that you're here because I would just think that you've seen some of the videos. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is our trick, okay? Don't tell me what's wrong. Just ride. We're gonna be riding maybe for 10 minutes on the flats, 10 minutes on the climb. And then based on what we see, we're just gonna make real-time analysis. What would be the result of your natural riding style when you're on the road, okay? So don't tell me anything, okay? Okay, here we go. So I don't know what kind of a monster Anne can be. We don't know her background. The only thing that we know is that she's eager to ride all the time. So from there, we're gonna find out if she wants to run, she wants to swim, she wants to do hiking, running, I don't know. Okay, so it's just us in this wonderful showroom area because we're VIP. Yeah, first time, huh? Okay, so this is our first industrial light and magic studio for Bike Fit. Thank you very much for Tint Bay for allowing us to use this location.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Game? Okay, here we go. So we're just gonna go to the flats. Okay. Start biking. So first part of the program, we're just gonna watch how Anne rides. No wrong, no right. If it works for her, it works for her. But based on her riding style, we're gonna make a conclusion. What a computer would never find out. Wow, you're fast already, huh? Okay, since you're fast, we're just gonna put you on the smallest starting digit, okay? Just to get it done, okay? So we're just gonna watch her. Very nice. That's the drops. Yeah, stay there, okay? The longest time. You have to be there for 10 minutes on the flats, and then later we're gonna go climbing, okay? Show me what you got. So I think this time this giant Revolt model has been very popular for a lot of people right now because it's very practical. It can accept wide tires for comfort, grip. It's an alternative to having a mountain bike because most mountain bikers right now, they just stay on the road anyway, right? You rarely go to the off-road. No, yeah. So this one is a more practical solution for people getting into cycling because you can just get out and be on the road immediately. Unlike mountain biking, you really have to drive, go to the wilderness, and do a lot of stuff. Okay, so this is a good option for now. May, how long have you been biking?
1 year.
1 year. Wow. Okay. So you've been riding for 1 year. How long have you had this bike?
Since December.
Wow, December. So that would be 9 months, 8 months, yeah?
It's a January.
January. Okay, so from January until now. Okay. So I would just assume you've had some mileage over it so we can make a comparison of the before and after. Don't tell me your purpose why you're here. Basically, everyone who wants to be here, they just want to bike better, right? But we're gonna find out what's wrong with you just by watching the way you ride, okay? Okay, 5 minutes to go and then we're gonna go to the climbs, okay? Okay, so Anna is still on the flats, huh? When you say on the flats, that's the settings of the flats. Okay, now that she's done with the flats, we're gonna go to the climbs. The reason why we wanna go to the climbs is just to amplify which muscles are working, not working, and all that stuff, okay? So the CRZ protocol for bike fitting, a lot of people are asking what protocol we're using. We're just using sensible, logical, reasonable protocols. Because if this does not translate to real world riding, then everything that we do here in the studio is just for show, okay? So now we're gonna go climbing. Watch how she does it. Okay? No problem, right? Okay, here we go. What is this side? What is this side? Nothing special. Just show me, okay? So at the moment, we're just looking at May, how her body starts reacting naturally. Remember, you gotta realize that the body is so smart. When it's under stress, it adapts, it reacts, it tries to figure out what's wrong. But sometimes it doesn't know the solution. That's why it starts riding, contorting, adjusting its own self. Okay, so with a trained eye, just by looking the way she's riding, because she's gonna be riding with me. I mean, literally, we're gonna be going to Sampaloc in Tagaytay for her certification, right? So we're gonna be going to Sampaloc in Tagaytay for her certification. It's part of the program. Just by listening to the sound of the trainer, you would already know which muscles she's using or not. The way her body contorts shows us that some muscles are under stress. They accumulate lactic acid. So the solution for this session, that's why she came all the way down here, is to figure out how she can become efficient. Bike fitting is the smallest part of this puzzle. It's very important. It's the foundation. But since we do this on a regular basis, on a daily basis, we already know what's wrong with the bike. We're gonna adjust it in 10 to 15 minutes. You can only do so much with built bikes. You gotta remember that, okay? Unlike custom-made bikes, it usually takes us 3 to 4 months to build a custom-made bike because we have to talk about geometry, this and that, this and that. For built bikes, it's already built. It's like you buy it, you bring it home, it hurts, it hurts. It's up to you how to figure it out. So the most that we can do right now, since we cannot do any welding, we cannot do any cutting, we have to emphasize Anne's physiological limit and try to overcome that. Like for example, if you're looking at her right now, this would be her zone 5, zone 6 level. Heart rate shoots up. So if you're training on zone training kind of coaching, this would be her zone 5 or zone 6 climbing. After the intervention, you would see this zone 5 or zone 6 go down immediately to zone 3. Literally wiping out 6 months to 8 months of traditional training. It's kind of controversial, but it works. Okay? So right now you would see her level of concentration is just off the roof. Yan. Okay? Just show me. There you go. Very nice. And we're almost done. We're almost done with the test, okay? 90 seconds to go, and then I'm gonna tell you what's wrong. Okay? You have to nod your head if I'm saying making sense, okay? Number 1, after a long ride, even after maybe 30 or 1 hour, you hardly hold your bike on that position because it's just too stretched out. You have numb fingers, correct? Good, okay. Make a thumbs up if I'm saying, okay. So, numb fingers. Number 2, on a climb, you hate climbing because your lower back would be painful. Thumbs and quads, okay? Okay. Okay. So far, numb fingers, upper back pain, lower back pain, overstressed quads, and then after a long ride, it takes so long for you to recover. Okay? Just by looking at the way your body is riding right now, we don't need to do the math, but it's so obvious you're just using 15% of your torque potential, okay? So what we need to do right now is to amplify that torque. But before we amplify your torque, we have to start changing the bike, okay? You're done. Woo! Okay. Woohoo! Sleepy time. That was crazy, huh? Can you imagine you just rode for 10 minutes? But because we started to use relevant muscles, it started to emphasize things that need to be fixed. You felt it? Like literally, it's worse than riding outside. Okay, so the only way to justify that this works is that after this intervention, after all these things that we're going to be doing, you should feel a drastic difference. And that drastic difference is not automatic, but we're going to create a customized program, your foundation, to start making this a normal ride, okay? Okay, get off the bike. So, what we're going to be doing right now, we're going to be spending maybe 10 minutes to do the bike fit. We're not going to turn off the camera so that you would see how everything is done. And maybe this can help out on your DIY bike fitting, okay? Not everyone can afford coaching, not everyone can afford bike fitting, but maybe you can learn for free if you're open-minded, okay? So, we're going to be doing that now. Okay, right, so we're done with the bike fit. That took 10-15 minutes. Now we're gonna showcase how she started to change on her climbing and her flats and her sprinting and all that stuff. And then we're gonna go to Tagaytay and Sampaloc for the test ride. Okay, so stand by. Okay, so we're done with the bike fit. We're done with the biomechanics. So after a few we haven't even reached an hour yet. We're gonna find out now how her body changed. So number one, her number one problem really is the number one challenge is climbing. So we're gonna test her climbing, if it improved, if she started to like climbing, etc. Okay, here we go. 3 fingers down. Like a gun. Very nice. Feel it? Then this one's are inside. Straight. Very nice. Now straight it down. You feel the power of your arm. Don't tiptoe. Good. So this is her new climbing posture on steady gradients, let's say 5 to 6% gradient. And to show you the difference of her old climbing 30 minutes ago, this is her old climbing. That's her old climbing. Huge, significant difference. Remember, it's the same setting. Biggest ring, smallest cog on the hardest setting, okay? So this is her climbing now. Okay, so far so good. Now, let's imagine we're gonna go to the steeper parts of the climb, 9, 12%, 15% gradient, okay? So I'm gonna teach you now how to do this. This is the result of your bike fit and biomechanics.
Part of the CRZ bike fitting package is this actual biomechanical modification intervention where we try to teach you and shortcut the learning process on how to, in reality, use your bike fitting investment and how to use it on real world riding. Hence, we have those ride certification days in Sampaloc and
So
Tagaytay.
this is now her posture on the steeper parts of the climb. Biggest ring, smallest cog, 12 to 15% gradient. Hold it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, if you want to see how she looked like 30 minutes ago, this is how she looks like. That's exactly how she looks like. A little bit faster than that. Come on. up. That's the difference. Very nice. Drop your heels. I can hear the music now, okay? Now, like in any other simulation, after a long climb, we're gonna see how you can sprint, okay? Here we go. Come on, a little bit more. So we're gonna adjust now. Here we go. Go to the left. Set. Go. Come on, faster. Faster. Come on. 5. Faster. 4. 2. Back. Relax. Okay. So I don't hear any shouting anymore. A while ago, you would almost die. You want to see how she looked like a while ago? Right? This is how she looked like a while ago. Sleeping. But you feel it now? Okay, now I'm not going to give you the opportunity to take a rest because supposedly let's want to find out how you can rest. Get off the bike now. Let's just see, yeah? Let's see. Yeah? What? Parang nasa lounge lang ah. It's like you're in an airport. But you feel okay?
A lot better.
A lot better, right? So that's it. But unfortunately, I gotta be honest with you. The bike does not fit you because it is too big for you. That's the brutal truth. But at least we were able to do something about it by focusing on your biomechanics, by teaching you how to use whatever we were able to do here. Okay? And that's it. That's all, folks. So, next project, we're gonna climb together in Sampaloc to apply whatever you learned today, okay? That's it.
Thank you.
Signing off. So you're gonna see her more often on the climbs and she's gonna be a monster climber. Okay, bye. Thank you very much.